Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Hump Day, meaning we are in the middle of the week and it's time to end the week strong. First up, the Ladies with Purpose joins me in studio to share about their upcoming debutante cotillion, which is a black tie affair extraordinaire, where they give out scholarships to seniors and juniors in high school. So you don't want to miss out on that and all the information they have. Then Mike Caudell gives us a recap of the exciting Daytona Bike Week that took place in Florida and how the race series is making its way to Ohio, not too far from us. And later, we are giving you epic discounts at epic prices. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
The Ladies with Purpose Debutante Cotillion seeks to encourage, equip, and enhance the success of multicultural young high school ladies by encouraging and supporting their pursuit of higher education, personal development, and civic involvement. And joining me today to share about their upcoming debutante scholarship ball is Anita Dortch and Tony Irby. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Okay, so this event is so fun. So when I first came to Fort Wayne, I attended your previous debutante ball, and it was just so encouraging to see all the young ladies on that stage just really receiving the training and the education and just all their process that they went through, and then they bloomed on that night, which is so great. So Anita, start off by telling me about the debutante cotillion.
All right. It was started in Fort Wayne in the 1960s by the Urban League, and I was a debutante, and so it was such a great and grand experience that we wanted to keep it going.
Yeah.
So after the Urban League stopped having the cotillion, Jack and Jill, which I was president of, we took it over. And so for years, Jack and Jill had it, and then it stopped again. And then the Friends of the Ministerial Alliance started it. And then we renamed the cotillion. Our committee is called Ladies with Purpose. And that is our only purpose, is to highlight junior and senior girls of African American descent in our community. And so we started an affair extraordinaire. And this year it will be the 17th
Oh, wow.
affair extraordinaire.
Yeah.
So we're happy to have it in Fort Wayne again.
Oh, that is so awesome. And so in case someone doesn't know what a cotillion is or what a debutante ball looks like, feels like, how would you describe it, Tony?
I would describe it as definitely more than the white dress. It is definitely a coming out, a reveal of who you are to be and who you want to become. So I think it's definitely a total iteration of this young child. And then even for her parents, let alone the society to see her, but even the parents see such a butterfly effect by the time they actually present. It is like, wow, this is a totally different young lady from the time that, she was born. I mean, so it's a big reveal. So that's why I say it's more than the white dress. It's personal as well as professional development too, leadership.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And so throughout this process, so this is a scholarship ball, and so the public is able to attend. They can purchase tickets to come, and it's a fun event. I mean, we're watching the ceremonies happen. We're watching the ladies come in and see who wins the different scholarships, and then it's a party, dance, and you have a good time at the same time. So talk to me about the scholarship side of it. How does that work?
That works. We have requirements for all of our Debs, and part of the requirements are that you have to sell so many tickets, and you have to sell tickets for your table. We have ads. We have this ad booklet that we put all of their ads in. So the person with the highest ticket sales gets an award. The person with the
highest GPA,
gets an award. And even our escorts get an award if they have the highest GPA.
Yes.
So it's just about attending, attendance, you get an award. So we want to celebrate all of the girls.
Right.
And just some will be specially, recognized because that one Deb will be Miss Cotillion
Yes.
based upon all the criteria of having a 3.0 GPA, also being actively involved in your community, writing an essay. We have an award for an essay, the best essay. So it's a combination of things that makes the Debs. And we have workshops that Tony can tell you
Yeah.
about that have enhanced the girls through this process. Because we started in, I think,
October, yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
and we have so many girls and their parents and their grandparents that want them in it, but it's a time commitment.
Right.
Yes.
So the time is really, really, valuable to all of us because the committee is involved.
Yes.
Like every Sunday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even outside of the cotillion, like it's so much behind the scenes that we all do to make it be an affair extraordinaire, as Mom
Right.
says. Yes.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. Like you mentioned that it is fun, but it is absolutely elegant. It is Black excellence at the highest level.
Right.
It is at the peak of that. And we always say that we speak to the girls about their future self. So it's important that we deal with them holistically
Right.
throughout the whole entire process. So our prayer is that by that night, like I said, it's like a butterfly effect. So that night they earn their wings.
Yes.
So by the time they're walking down, I mean, all of this grace and just light. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. Don't you think?
You're right. It's just an
Light.
elegant affair.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And what I love is that it teaches the girls so much discipline,
Yes.
so much responsibility, because like you said, they have to meet this criteria. They're responsible for their ads. They're responsible for attending, practice
Public service
to know
as well.
the dance, to know the presentation of, how to place the arms and how to do formal
Yes.
walks with the
Yes.
gentleman that will be escorting them, and community service and all of that.
Yes.
So it's a full picture,
Yes.
and they're getting just that extra development. So talk
Yes.
to me about the workshops, Tony.
I think the workshops are absolutely phenomenal. So we have anything from self-awareness to professional women that actually come in to, when it comes to if you want to be an attorney, or if you're interested in being in the medical field, or if you're interested in being even in the creative zone as far as cosmetology or any other artistry that you might think of. We have so many wonderful people that partner with us in concert to make this just be a fantastic experience for the girls. So we can't thank them enough, and they do that as in-kind services
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah.
And not only just to us, to our future leaders. So they come there and they pour and they share. I think a lot of times we do workshops and we see people show up in like who they are now, but I love that our leaders come in and say who they used to be and how they became. So I think that's how children, or young ladies and young men, of course, too, they relate more with that when you come in as your authentic self and say, I was you, I'm just a bigger version now.
Yeah. Yeah, that mentorship is so important.
It's phenomenal.
It's so important. And then there's also young men that are involved. You mentioned the escorts. So
Right.
they get an experience themselves and really have to step up to
Yes.
be that support for the girls.
That's
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
we
the
make
perfect way to explain it.
sure that the escorts are not boyfriends because
It can end.
relationships
Boyfriend
can end. That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And so the gentlemen around the community, so do they just volunteer and they sign up and say, yes, I want to be, is there an official name for them?
Well, we call them escorts as far as, like you said,
Right.
the young men. And so they the girls pick them, or either they might have asked that, hey, I'll help you.
Right.
But I love that they come in. And so that's the first thing that we explain to them is how much we appreciate them covering these young women. And I think if we can understand that, especially in our Black community, to really get that, this promotes community.
Right.
So it's saying even when we have dads that step in, because sometimes we have to have community leaders come in, and even though you might not be my biological daughter, these men are saying, you are my daughter.
Right.
So I'm going to cover you in this instance the same way, as if your biological dad would, or maybe he's not able to stand in place. But we appreciate every partner.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said, it's a community affair.
Yes.
And we are supporting the concept of Ubuntu.
Yes.
They have developed their own shirts. They have shirts that they wear, and on the back it says, Ubuntu, I am because we are.
Yeah.
And we are all working together for the same thing. And
Yes,
sometimes in
ma'am.
our community, we're so divided.
Yes.
We're divided about where we live, where we go to school. These girls come from the whole local area of Fort
ma'am.
Wayne.
Yeah.
And they are blending, and they are learning what sisterhood is about.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
not just
beautiful,
about
yeah.
being, in a sorority and where you all divided, where you're going to church,
Yes.
where you different denominations. But
Yeah.
this is it's about you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about the we in us. It's not about I. When the girls walk in, it's I.
Yeah.
But when they leave, it's we.
Yes, I
It's
love
we.
it. But the thing what I love about
Yes,
mom,
sir.
I think, because we always say we love to take wisdom and technology. So of course, mom will be the wisdom. Let's say I might have a wee bit, but she definitely is the wisdom. But the girls grew up in a technology world. So I love
Yeah.
that we mesh those.
Yeah.
So she teaches them the grace, the poise. She also reminded them about, tapping into your history.
Right.
How important it is. It's
Yeah.
so much. We infuse so much African American culture into this. So this all started like in France, I believe, right,
Right,
in
it's
Europe,
Europe,
right?
it's
But
European.
through our cotillion, it's we infuse the African American culture in it. It's a special time.
Yeah.
And it's just not for the elite.
No.
No, your parents don't have to be doctors or teachers or lawyers. We embrace everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you don't have the funds to even afford the registration, we make sure that happens.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And we've already, I think, Tony was instrumental in being the mom for a girl who didn't. And so not only did she become the mom, but all the committee embraced that.
Yeah, we did.
And we poured into her.
Yes.
And that's what it's
That's
about.
exactly what it's about.
Wonderful. Well, thank
Yeah.
you both so much for coming and
Thank
sharing
you.
about your experience, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you for having us.
All right, if you'd like more information about the Debutante Cotillion, we'll have their website listed below. Tickets are still available, and you can purchase them. This event is taking place on April 19th, and you can find out more information on their website. And I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
There are some exciting things happening in Daytona, Florida. So if you're interested in bikes, well, they have a full bike week that's going on right now. And automotive expert Mike Caudell is there right now to give us the scoop. Hello, Mike. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay. What is happening down in Florida?
Yeah, you know what? We're here at the kickoff to the 2025 motorcycle season. It always starts every year here in Daytona Beach. And what's great about it is, we're all thinking about kind of taking those winter jackets and putting them away and dusting off the motorcycles and getting ready for an amazing, summer that's upon us, right? Spring is just a few weeks away. So Daytona is where it's at. It's the only week out of the year where all facets of motorcycle racing come together. You have American flat track like this motorcycle over here competing, and you've got the baggers out on Daytona International Speedway. Some quick numbers for you. The motorcycle industry in 2024, 61 million motorcycles sold on a global level. And 75% of those are street motorcycles. Here in the U.S., this is what consumers are looking at and buying. This is a Harley-Davidson Road Glide. In 2024, they redesigned the whole motorcycle with tons of chrome, bags on the back, but they've integrated a ton of technology into these motorcycles.
Oh, wow.
Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, adaptive cruise control, speakers all the way around. These things are very much sophisticated when it comes to technology. And speaking of tech, even helmets are getting more advanced. This is actually a helmet. This is my personal one. and it's got the DOT sticker. So if you're at home watching, you want to have that Department of Transportation sticker. It means the helmet is certified. This is by a company called Arai, and that's my favorite brand because it fits me so well. And you got to check this out. Think about your airbag in your car. It'll deploy with an imminent impact. Well, now you have it to wear when you're on your motorcycle. This goes under your jacket, and it will deploy in the event of a threat when you're out riding your motorcycle. It's about $400. It's by a company called Alpine Star. It's the Tech Air, but it's really unique. Now, this is for all of you in Fort Wayne. This is awesome. So June 27th and 28th out at the Allen County Fairground, about 45 minutes away, the American Flat Track Racing Series will be coming to the Allen County Fairgrounds. These are amazing motorcycles, and I want to tell you why. So we think about NASCAR, 4 wheels on concrete. Well, these are 2 wheels on dirt. $7,000 to start on one of these motorcycles. Now, this one is made by Royal Enfield, but what's great is at this race, June 27th and 28th, just a little bit down the road from you all, you can actually come out and ride one of these motorcycles and learn on the track. 16 years old, $300. American Flat Track will be making its way. The Lima Half Mile is what the actual race is called, and you'll get a chance to ride one of these motorcycles while also taking in the race. So many great things happening here in Daytona, especially with this motorcycle and that motorcycle right there, and the sunshine in Daytona.
Right. You have warmth there, which is great. Okay, so that's so cool. So I love the technology. Talk to me about how it feels to sit on it. Like, do you feel that the seats are extra cushiony and comfortable?
Yeah, so what makes this one of the most popular motorcycles in the U.S. is the fact that it is exactly that. It's really comfortable. The seat contours your body. When you ride, you get to put your feet up on these big paddles here. And then what's great is when you fire it up, you know, we think about Harleys being really, really loud. This isn't that loud from a motorcycle standpoint. So what we're finding is that a lot of consumers in the market, they want to have comfort and they want a motorcycle that they can actually take on long trips. And that's what's really great about this. This massive fairing keeps the wind out of your face. And you could go from, you know, here in Daytona Beach up to Fort Wayne, then out to Los Angeles. This is a great bike to do that on.
That's a lot of miles on that bike. Yeah, that'll be a long trip.
It sure is.
So with that inflatable airbag that you were talking about, which is so nice, so you're saying it basically alerts the equipment if you fall off the bike or if you're flown off, and it will deflate to kind of help you?
Yeah, it will inflate. And what's interesting and unique about it is that you'll use your mobile phone and you can actually program this vest based on the type of impact. So there are a lot of motorcycle riders that take their motorcycles off-road. They're called adventure riders. Yeah. You can set it with less parameters on it, meaning it won't, if you go this way or that way off your bike because you're off-road, it won't deploy. But if it goes this way, it's going to immediately deploy. So even with American Flat Track and these bikes over here, the racers are mandated to wear these vests because if they go down, it will protect them when they're out there on the track.
Wow. Wow. That is awesome. I love that. I love that extra protection. I hadn't heard of that before, so that's great. And so throughout this week, tell me one of the coolest things that you've seen in the bike world that you didn't really know existed.
Yeah, so coincidentally, Harley-Davidson just launched this week. It's called the new Road Glide, and it's called the CVO RR. And this motorcycle is amazing. Wow. It's based on the Bagger series. So this is what we call a bagger bike, and it races out on the track, but they now have one that's meant for the track and the dirt in this model. So it's something that we've never really seen before in the motorcycle arena, and I'm excited to see that hit the road here in the very near future.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Mike, for this information and keeping us posted all around about what's going on in the automotive world.
You bet. Allen County Fairgrounds, don't forget, June 27th and 28th, we're coming to you.
Perfect. See you then.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. You have to check out that event that's coming to Fort Wayne very soon. We will keep you posted as it approaches so you can check out these bikes for yourself. And I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Karen Purcell.
And I'm Jacob Palmer from BestReviews.com.
Be sure to take out your phone and scan that QR code. Get ready to scan, shop, and save. We're talking about at-home bestsellers, one of which I'm actually wearing today. And this is by Armorbest. This is their slim fit long sleeve crew neck shirt. I feel like this is great quality.
And it comes in less than $15. It is an extremely popular product with more than thousands sold on Amazon each month. And it's one of those great staples that you'll be able to use whenever.
Yeah, I feel like it's great for layering. You can wear it inside, outside. I actually love it. Super soft. All right, the next is by Cuisinart. This is, of course, a great brand. This is their waffle maker.
And what's so cool about this is it allows you to basically start your own family tradition. In my house, we use this product, and it's great because my daughter wakes up every Sunday super excited for waffles, and it's so easy to use, even easier to clean.
Yeah.
And again, it comes at a super easy price to stomach at the end of the day. So this is a great product for anybody who wants to level up their breakfast routine.
Absolutely. I feel like it's perfect for Sunday mornings. All right, we're moving on to Zule. This is their milk frother.
Yeah, it's great because if you want to be your own barista, it's going to unlock that for you. Again, a very friendly price point. But what's also great about this, and I think it's a little bit overlooked, is that one of the biggest complaints we get from folks who are trying to work more protein in their diet is they really hate when they try to make themselves a protein shake and they get that clumpy sip. And that's frankly disgusting.
Yeah.
So this will make sure that you get that smooth texture, very easy, and makes it easier to get more protein in your diet, which I think is really helpful for a lot of
Yeah,
people.
and I love that it has the holder and it comes with the battery. So you're gonna open it up and you're gonna get going. All right, our final product is this walking vibration pad, which is all the rage for really at-home fitness.
This allows you to do that while also giving you the vibration pad, which is another really popular at-home fitness product. So we absolutely love this product because it comes in at a great price point, and you can also get a lot of different benefits from it. And for those that are working from home or maybe have their own home office, this is gonna make sure that you aren't wasting time while you're fitting in your workout.
Right, and a really good footprint, so it's great for apartments or homes. It just really doesn't matter the space.
So light, you can fit it under a bed and put it away, no problem.
Perfect. All right, well, let's take a look at all the products that we're featuring today. Be sure to take out your phone, scan that QR code, and get ready to scan, shop, and save.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on Wayne.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to Wayne.com, downloading the Wayne app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.